Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm going to be doing a review for the Hot Head Microwavable Deep Conditioning Cap from Thermal Hair Care. So a few months ago I was contacted by the company and they asked me if I would be interested in trying out the Hot Head for deep conditioning my hair, and I was all for it, y'all, because as you may know, I tend to slack off in the deep conditioning area of my regimen, so I've been trying to change that and I've been getting a lot better. Of course, first I checked out their page to see exactly what the product was, and it looked really cool. It looked really simple to use, so I was definitely down. The Hot Head Deep Conditioning Cap retails for $29.95, and they have an Etsy shop where you can go and purchase it. They also have been kind enough to provide a coupon code, so that will be linked in the description box as well. All the hot heads are handmade, and they also have a ton of cool patterns to choose from. It was pretty hard for me to pick one, but I picked this one because it kind of says cute and sassy at the same time. So this is what the hot head looks like. It is kind of like a shower cap. That's the shape of it. And it has like a pattern on the inside. So it's fully reversible. Okay. The pattern that I got is called Hot Pink Diva, by the way. First thing I noticed right off the bat, pulling it out of the box, it is definitely a weighted cap. So you can see like all the weight is down here. And the reason for that is because it is made with flax seeds, which is very cool. So it looks like this on the top. It's like in the shape of a flower. And in here are like flax seeds. They're pockets of flax seeds, which hold the heat. So you have the one in the center, and then the petals of the flowers contain flax seeds, and they go all the way down to the edge. Just like that. It also has an elastic band, so you can stretch it out. All right. And here is their tag label right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. One side of the hot head is made from like a terry cloth. So it's like, it feels kind of like a towel. And then the inside is made from a different cotton material. So it's not like as thick. I personally like to use it flipped with the pattern on the inside. For me personally, I find that the terry cloth side seems to get a little bit warmer on like the top, the crown area, versus the pattern side. Once again, this is a microwavable heat cap. So you pop it in a microwave on each side, you know, like a minute or so on each side, and the flax seeds inside hold the heat for your deep conditioning session. So on the directions, it says that the heat should last between 30 and 45 minutes, and it's not going to be a hot heat. It's going to be a gentle, moist heat. That's what it says. So for me personally, I find that I get about 20 to 30 minutes of the gentle, moist heat. So it kind of reminds me of like the shower heat steam that I get along with my soft binder dryer. So kind of mix those together, and that's what it reminds me of. I also find that because most of the flax seeds are here in the center, that's where most of the heat is, and then it kind of trickles down all over my head. So with that being said, when I first tried it out, I wasn't sure how effective it was going to be because I thought that maybe just one part of my hair was going to get deep conditioned, but to my surprise, it actually worked fantastic. And I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video. Another thing to keep in mind with the Hot Head Deep Conditioning Cap is that you are not supposed to get this wet per se. So when you're deep conditioning your hair, it's best to, you know, towel dry it or blot a lot of the water out and use a shower cap or, you know, plastic conditioning cap underneath this. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that this is an elastic band, so it doesn't have like adjustable straps. So if you have a lot of hair, now I have fine hair, so I don't really have this issue, but if you have voluptuous hair, it's probably going to be best that you twist your hair up, you know, after you put your product in, and then, you know, place your shower cap on, and then place the cap on for a better fit. So because the hot head is not supposed to be submerged in water because of the flax seeds, you don't want them, you know, messing up and stuff like that. It's best to spot clean the cap, you know. Pretty much you're only going to be worried about like the perimeter here, like the band, where you may get a little bit of conditioner. But if your hair is not dripping wet and you have the shower cap on securely, you shouldn't have any issues. And since this is terry cloth, it may like attract a little bit of lint, so you can just kind of like take a lint roller and take care of that. I had a couple questions for the company. One being, how many times can I reheat the hot head, and you know, how long should the cap last me? And they reached back out to me and let me know that as long as I take proper care of it, you know, follow the directions and things like that, it should last me several years for the most part. So I even asked them like, am I going to have to worry about any mold or anything like that, you know, from the flax seeds, like if I get any water on it? And they reiterated to me that you're not supposed to completely drench this in water, you know, spot clean only, and you shouldn't have any issues. If you want to reuse this like multiple times within a session, or you have more than one head of hair that you need to deep condition, I would probably suggest letting this cool down fully before throwing it back in the microwave. Alright, so I'm going to show you how my deep conditioning sessions have been looking lately. My hair is in a stretch wash and go, and so it is time for me to give it some tender, loving care. So I'm just going to remove my puff, mist my hair lightly with water, just like always. But I'm not trying to wet my hair up too much. I just want it to kind of be damp, just like that. So you can see some water droplets, but it's not raining, y'all. So I'm going to take my deep conditioner and apply this all over my hair, just like I normally would. Work it all in there. Next, I'm going to take a plastic shower cap. If you don't have a shower cap, you can even use your grocery bags. Walmart, Target, it's all good. Next, I'm going to grab my Hot Pink Diva hot head and I'm going to head over to the microwave. So I'm placing my hot head right in the center of the microwave plate and I'm making sure that the elastic is facing up. For me personally, I like to heat mine for 1 minute, 5 seconds on the first side, just like that. All right, that time is up. So now it's time to take the hot head out and flip it inside out. And I'm going to also heat this side for 1 minute, 5 seconds. All right, it's all nice and toasty. I'm going to flip it back inside out just as a personal preference. And I'm going to place it over my head. The hot head is a pretty snug fit so that the water won't drip out, so keep that in mind. I personally wear the hot head for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Alright, so let's see how Miss Fro was doing under here. You can see that the band is not wet from any conditioner or anything. And you may even be able to see a little bit of steam in the shower cap. Oh yes, she's happy. She all shrunken down. Yeah, girl. The conditioner absorbed really nicely into my strands and my hair feels really soft. And it's got a lot of bounce back. Nice. I think it looks good, y'all. So there you go. It definitely works really well for my deep conditioning sessions. And I've been using it about once a week at least. So that's way better than what I was doing before because I would go months without deep conditioning, y'all. Okay, yes. But with this, I almost have like no excuse not to deep condition because, I mean, there's no cords or anything like that. So I can just sit there and deep condition. So I'm totally giving it a thumbs up. I really like it. And I think you'll like it too if you try it out. So that's all I have for the Thermal Hair Care Hot Head Deep Conditioning Cap that is also microwavable. Thank you so much, Joshua and Sandra, for letting me try this out. And I hope this video was helpful. I will see you very soon in another one. Take care.